I never wanted the farm. I made that clear the first time she brought it up. It's not for you, she said, dismissing my questions with a wave. Her voice wasn't light, it was absolute. So I stayed silent. A husband knows when to stop asking. But I caught the brief flicker in her eyes when I pressed, a flash of fear masked as annoyance. I let it drop then. Years later, when the lawyer pushed the cold brass keys across his desk, I nearly laughed. It's yours now, he said. She left it to you. I wanted to sell it, turn it to dust, and bury her stubborn refusals with her. But something pulled at me. Life has a way of lingering, like a door slammed shut, echoing. So I drove. Gravel ground under the tires, silence heavy against the windshield. By dusk, the farmhouse loomed, shadows pooling like ink. The lock gave way too easily, as if it knew me. The air hit first damp, metallic, like blood you've smelled before. Then my eyes adjusted, and my breath stopped. Cages lined the walls, not for livestock, but for people. Chains bolted to the floor, a chair in the center with worn leather straps, tools on a steel table, surgical, sharp, cruel. Her farm was her secret, and her secret was horror. 20 years with her, and I thought I knew her lies. Late nights blamed on work, trips to check the farm, the locked ledger in her study I never saw opened. But here was the truth. She lived 2 lives, a predator in soft dresses, asking about my day over dinner. Worse, the faces. Photos taped to the walls, men, women, children. Not strangers, but neighbors, people from our town who vanished without a trace. Their frozen eyes stared through me. I sank into her chair, the weight of it choking me. She barred me from this place because she knew one look would unravel everything. Grief turned to fury. Fury hardened into something sharper, colder. Revenge. I didn't scream or run to the police. That would have been reckless. Instead, I started small. I scoured the house, finding ledgers hidden behind a false panel in her wardrobe. Names, dates, methods, payments from clients who paid to watch. It wasn't just murder, it was a business. My hands trembled, but my mind was clear. I copied every page, every file. Then I returned to town and waited. Her family came, circling like vultures after the will. The farm was valuable, and they thought it was theirs. Greedy, arrogant, always looking down on me, the quiet husband, the loyal shadow. They didn't know what I knew. I invited them to the farm to discuss the inheritance. They arrived in black, faking sorrow, eyes already counting profits. I led them inside. Let them smell the rot, see the cages, feel the dread. One screamed, another retched. The youngest stammered, "What is this?" I didn't answer. I handed them the ledgers. Their faces paled, panic spreading like wildfire. There, in ink, were her crimes and their names. Payments linked to them, visits planned. The family business wasn't crops, it was cruelty. They turned on each other, voices shrill. I never, you said no one would know. I watched, calm, silent. Every accusation tightened the noose. Then I spoke, "Your empire is done." I left them there, unraveling in the dark, surrounded by the ghosts they helped make. By morning, the files were with the police, the press, the victims' families. I'd planned it perfectly. Their ruin was loud, public, unstoppable. The trial was a spectacle. Her brothers claimed they were framed. Her sister sobbed, pleading for mercy. But the evidence was steel, bank records, DNA in the cages, families' testimonies. I sat in the courtroom's back row, hands folded, the grieving widower playing his part. No one suspected me. Why would they? I was the man who lost his wife, cursed with her legacy. When the verdicts came, guilty, 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 I didn't smile. I didn't need to. Their eyes found me, blazing with hate, knowing I'd undone them. Sometimes I return to the farm, not to dwell, but to recall. The cages are gone, the tools taken, but the silence clings. I stand in the doorway where I first saw the truth, breathing steady now. The air smells of dust, not blood. She thought she could hide her secrets in these walls, that death would seal them. She was wrong. I was patient. I was precise. I turned her hidden kingdom into her family's tomb. Do I regret it? No. Regret is for the weak. I lived under her rules too long, blind to the monster in my bed. She kept me from this place because she knew one glimpse would break her world. She was right. I broke it all. The farm is mine now. Empty, but clean. I could sell it, but no, it stays. Not a prison, not a secret, but a monument to betrayal, to vengeance, to the truth that the final breath belongs to me.